Sure.
All right, bring the February 11th agenda meeting to order. Comments from the public? Nope. All right, we'll jump right into it. Chippewa Heights Phase 2 subdivision.
Yeah, they were at the planning commission last night. This is a 18-unit, actually land development with the subdivision that goes along with it. They've had some outstanding comments from our engineer. They've addressed those comments, but I'll say this, our engineer currently is overseas on a project for a month. So there was another person in the office doing the review, so I haven't received, I've got their answers back. I haven't received, yes, everything looks great. But if you read through them, there's a lot of just technical things, like they didn't add this and didn't put a detail in for that. So there's nothing there that would stop it. I believe they're gonna give a quick presentation at next week's meeting. So hopefully I'll have a response letter back from the engineer by then. I just wanted to give you a heads up so I didn't have to make them wait for another month just to get an approval on something. But they still have to get their conservation district stormwater approved from them. So there'll be contingent approval regardless of probably outside agencies. So I just want to give you a heads up that will probably be on the agenda for next week's meeting in the evening.
All right, sounds good. Ordinance 271.
Yeah, that is the ordinance that we're working on for the data centers. I've responded back to Shannon with the changes that I felt, in the standards that the township would reflect what we were looking to do as far as conditional use in the IC zoning district. I gave her references to other chapters and stuff like that. So I'd asked her to have that prepared to put it in your hands for next week. So hopefully I will have that prior so you can just take a quick look at it. And then you would just be authorizing us to move forward with advertisement. And then we'll also have to, before we do that, we have to give the County Planning Commission 30 days to review it. And we will also run that in front of our Planning Commission. And then at that point, we can advertise for a hearing and have that adopted and put into our ordinances.
Good. We mentioned before, I'll mention it again, and I'll mention it when we talk again, just because it's a hot button item. We don't have any definition for data centers in our zoning and our ordinances and anything. So
this is being proactive.
Yes, this does not encourage them to move here. This does not discourage them to move here. It just defines it of, hey, if you do want to move here, here's the area that you can go. If we don't define it, they could go on wherever they wanted to and build. So this is, again, just to repeat it, just in case anybody asks.
Yeah, and also I just want to let you know too that I'm going to ask for, we met with Donna and we keep talking about the 2024 property maintenance code. I'd like to get that in place so we can, as we go along with our, under general code with our codification of all of our ordinances, I want to have that in line too. So we'll have all of our tools and everything at one time being done. So I will get you, Donna provided me a while back with this, and it gives you a link to go and look at the 2024. We discussed it, and in the past, I know George kind of like took bits and pieces out of that code. I would rather just have it approved in its entirety, and then that way we can utilize what we need to, instead of saying, well, I don't like this one little section, we won't take that section. I mean, this is a universal code that a lot of municipalities across the country use. So instead of us modifying it, this is a code that has been in place and approved across the United States. So I will have that for you, and then I would probably ask you to authorize Shannon to go ahead and move forward with us adopting that in the future, along with language that would allow us to, I believe it was how many years? Every 3 years? Every 3 years it would be an updated code that we wouldn't have to go back possibly and keep re-adopting every 3 years, the new code, that where we could have language to state that we're adopting the 2024 code, and with any updates in the future, they would automatically take place at that point. So we don't have to have a hearing or an advertisement every 3 years when they come out with a new Chief Hermit was unable to attend today, he had to take the day off, so
Alright.
he said he had nothing to add.
Street department, anything else? That's when, somebody asked me that, so I'll just ask. We used a bunch of salt this year, how are we doing on salt?
We were getting low, they just started filling, I had, 340 ton order since about the beginning of the last month, and they just started filling it. I'm up about 600-700 ton I have.
Okay, good.
So, I mean, we've been close to being out a couple times.
How close are we here to our total?
Our total, I have everything ordered that we budgeted, or
So
Which they
we'll have
still-
700 ton, that'll get us around the 2,000 that we typically,
I think we did 1,500 this year, so I have 1,500 ordered. They
Okay.
still owe, after they fill this order, they still owe me another 100 ton, but
hopefully that'll get us through.
Yeah, good.
When we say 1,500, that means that we have a variance that we can go over a certain
Mhm.
amount and under a certain amount. In years past, not too long ago, like, I think, 2 years ago, we didn't use our entire amount. And then we have to pay for storage, and that's
Mhm.
why we built another bin, so we don't have to pay for that storage anymore.
Mhm.
But that's why we plan on 2,000, but we'll order 1,500 knowing that we can go up to 2,000.
Yeah.
But if we get stuck with a great warm winter,
Yeah.
we're not gonna be on the hook. So we try to find that sweet spot,
Yeah,
so.
a lot of places are saying, I mean, the salt companies are blaming it on trucking, and trucking says it's not that. It's just,
I think we go through this every year, it's like, can they figure this out?
I
Yeah.
think they just play games to raise the price.
Probably.
They can't actually raise it on us, but they do.
I see people online selling it bulk salt for like $300 a ton,
Yeah.
Jeez,
like $300-400 a ton. They know these
That's crazy.
municipalities are out.
that's wild.
Uh,
Good, so we're ahead of the game. Recreation, Warren, wanna add anything?
Nope, no updates right now.
Code enforcement, sanitary, anything, Mark?
No, other than they're starting the project down on Route 51, with bypass pumping. It didn't work out too well. They thought they were gonna be able to bypass pump, and we kept trying to tell them to do it like a while back. And of course, when they try to bypass pump, we start getting the melt.
Mm-hmm.
So when we get the melt, what happens? You can't keep up. So
Yep.
they're gonna have to come up with plan B now, because they waited too long. But it's on them.
Yeah, well, figure it out.
So anyway, I just wanted to let you know the construction is starting down there as far as the excavation and everything.
Good. Finance, anything else? Anything else, Brian?
Nothing for me.
All right, with that, we will be adjourned till next week.